Aloha and welcome to Experience 52 Digits Part 4, where we're going to add and edit contacts. We're going to create two pages, the Add Contact page and the Edit Contact page, which will allow us to add new contacts and edit existing contacts. Just as a note, the URL to the Edit Contact page includes the ID of the contact that we're editing so that we know which one to do. Make sure that we've got the digits up to date. We also want to merge our contacts collection branch back into main. So I'm on my contacts collection branch. I want to actually be in main. I want to merge into the current branch. The contact collection branch that we did, whichever one was the last one you did, do a commit. I want to push it to GitHub to make sure it gets up to GitHub. And so now I'm on main, and I want to make sure that I get the right thing. So I run start, just to make sure that we got the right main is up to date. Here we want to log in as John. Let's do admin. And we list our contacts, and admin owns one contact. That's great. We see we've got all the list all of them. We see the owners, so that's correct. So we are now using the right main includes the contact collection. So, oops. So we're good. So we're gonna practice WAD. So I highly recommend that you watch this video. Don't try to cut and paste what I do, just simply follow along and try to apply it yourself. So I want to start my timer. I want to create a branch called Contact Forms 1. New branch. Forms 1. Make sure I publish my branch so that it's up on GitHub. It's running. It's still running. Good. Now we want to create an add contact page by making a copy of app imports UI pages add stuff. Pages add stuff. Command C, Command V. Contact. We want to change add stuff, Shift F6, contact, and we're going to do both. But we have the schema is different. Remember, our schema from contact looks like this. First name, last name, description. Right, so that's the schema for our form. So we got a first name, a last name, address, image, and description. We create the branch for it. We do the submit, but now the submit needs to get the first name, last name, address, image, and description from the form. And then we're going to insert this here. We're not going into stuffs, we're going into contacts. Okay. We don't need stuffs anymore. And so our form, we still want to submit, that's good. Auto form, so now it's a text field, so I don't need my num fields. I want so this is first name. Last name. Address. Image. And description. But that's not correct. That's not going to be correct, because if we take a look at what we're trying to do, we want to have first name and last name on a row together, and then the address and the image, and then a large text field. So this is going to be not a text field. It's a long text field. And we want to make these things not single, we want them to actually be in a group. So we're going to grab them. And we want to put them in a group. So we want to put them in a group. So we actually want to put them in a row and a column, right? So that's basically what we want to do. So we want to wrap these two, Command Meta J or Control Alt J. We want them to be in a row. And then this one is wrapped with a column. This one is wrapped with a call. But now we want to clean this up a little bit. We want to do the same thing for these next two. So it's a row. Call. And a call. Oops. Let's clean up so it looks pretty. So we don't have any ESLint errors. So now that we've got it, so that we've got the right format on the thing, so we want to update call to make it wider. So that instead of this 5, we want to make it 10, so it's wide enough to. We want to change the schema. We did that. Submit method. We did that. We want to replace the field for stuff documents by 5 contact documents. We want to now update the routing. So we go to app.jsx, and the add is not add stuff, it's add contact. We no longer need the add stuff. So now in our running terminal, we saw that we're refreshing. So now let's see if we got digits. Oh, we need to update the nav bar. Didn't update the nav bar yet. Update the nav bar. Add contact. Add contact. we didn't update the add stuff. Now we got add contact. So let's add the information for Scott Robertson. So Scott Robertson, 1680 East West Road. The image is this. The description is here. And where'd my submit button go? Item successfully added. List contacts. We've got our contact. That looks great. Okay, so now we want to create an edit contact page. So we want to copy our edit stuff and make it an edit comp. So edit stuff, copy it, paste it, contact. So let's get rid of stuff with contact. We're going to skip over that one. Skip over that one. Replace, place, replace, place. Got a whole bunch of errors, but so let's change this to be contacts. Contacts. Don't need that anymore. So we get the document from the use params hook, the ID. Again, that's going to be in our route. So if we take a look at the route, the edit has this parameter ID. So the use param will pull that out. We then have our document that we're going to get. We use track it. We subscribe to the user publication so that we get our contacts. The ready, we're going to find the one and return that document, and then it's dependent on the ID. The submit, again, we're going to change this to the add contact. So we want to pull out that. And then we want to set that. And we've got the ID of the document that we're updating, and then we're updating the name, last name, address, description. We can't change the owner because we are the owner. Edit contact. Now, again, we don't want these text fields. So let's go back to our add contact page. And let's grab that. And let's replace that. So we've got our row, first name, last name, address, image, description. submit field, error field, and we have our hidden field for the owner, so we do have the owner. And what are our errors? Oh, we don't have a num field. Submit field, yes, we have a text field. So now let's go and see what else we need to do. We need to edit contact, change the subscription, we did that. Edit the routing to in app.jsx. So app is not edit stuff, it's edit contact. We no longer need our edit stuff. Okay, so, but we don't have the link here in the bottom so that we could hit the edit. So I need to add an edit link to the contact card. So we want to add it to the contact body. So let's go find our contact card. Contact. So before the end of the body, after the description, we want to have a link and we want to import link from React Router. From React Router DOM, that's where we want to get it from. And so again, since we didn't have the ID in our prop types, it's giving us this error saying ID is not defined, so I can uncomment that so that I now have my prop type. Because I am getting it from the collection, so I do have an ID field. Save that. Let's see what we get. I've got my edit link, and if we take a look at this link down at the bottom, you can see it's going to edit and then APKD or IDLK. So that goes to the different ones. So now if I click this, I've got this small thing, but that's because I forgot to follow the instructions and change my edit contact from a 5 to a 10. So there I can change this. Cancel, I don't say save, I want to say submit. List contacts, and now I've got the comma after the Manoa. Okay. I added the prop type. Looks like that. Let's see if I run lint. See how many errors I have. I do have an error. I didn't escape that, so I can click on this. It was a paste error. Edit. Oh, I killed it. It's not running. Looks good. Looks good. No lint errors. So let's make sure I've got everything committed. message. Contact forms finished in minutes. Where n is 18. Commit. Push to origin. Get it up there. Check to see that it's on GitHub. Want to be in the contact forms branch. App. Imports. UI. Pages. Add contact. Edit contact. Okay. Okay, so we could switch back to our main branch, do it a second time, should be able to finish within 40 minutes. So that hopefully help you with this assignment. Good luck. Aloha.